Hey guys, my name is Jennifer and I am Jenofeve Designs. I thought I'd squeeze one more video in today. It's kind of like a bonus video. I squeeze in as recording one more video today. Not you get to see all of them today, but we are working on the Large Wanderlust, the Misty Rose. This is the paper collection. Misty Rose by Prima. Absolutely beautiful. We are working on the Large Wanderlust Hybrid Traveler's Notebook mini album that I had done for MadeCon in September of last year. So if you're just now running across this video and you want to see how we made this from this point, from the beginning to this point, then down below in the Show More there will be a video playlist that's called the Wanderlust Misty Rose, that it'll take you from beginning to end for this exact album. So the first video in that playlist will be the introduction to this actual set of templates, which is the Wanderlust templates, and then it'll go to the covers and so on and so forth, and it'll take you step by step to get you to this point and all the way through to the end at some point. So if you wanted to start at the beginning, be sure to go ahead and open that Show More section down below and hit that playlist, and it will take you from beginning to end. Okay, so like I said, this is the album that I designed for one of my classes in MadeCon, and so some of you have kits and some of you don't. You do not have to have a kit. You do not have to use the Misty Rose paper. I will show you exactly what I'm printing off, exactly what page I'm printing off, and I'm show you how I use it and all of that jazz. So if you use whatever paper collection you want, and you do not have to have a kit. But I am going to try to go and follow. This is the prototype that I made. I'm going to try to go through and follow what I already have done in here, even though it's not done. This prototype is not completely finished. I didn't have time before MadeCon. But, and we'll finish this one, and we will jam-pack this thing full. Even though you don't have to, I did want to kind of touch on that a minute. I try to show you as much as I possibly can when I am showing you how to use one of my sets of templates. So, for example, this is the first Large Wanderlust we made. This is the Floral Whimsy, and look how packed that sucker is. That sucker is packed. You do not have to put this much stuff in your albums. I just like to show you as many ways as possible to use the templates. So if you just wanted to have the main base layers in here, and then you wanted your inserts, and that's it, then that's all you need to do. Then you don't have to add all the pockets and things. You can add them later. I'm just showing you different ways to use the templates, and also at the same time I'm just trying to show you creative ways to embellish and to make things look pretty without it looking the same all the time. So I did want to touch on that. You do not have to pack yours full. You can do it as you go, as you add your pictures, all of that. So just keep that in mind. For video purposes and demonstration purposes, I try to show you as much as possible. But in real life, you don't have to add all those pockets, all those inserts, all of that extra stuff, and you can just add it as you go. So anyways, so links to everything will be down below. The templates, there's a link down below to the Wanderlust templates in my Etsy shop. There is an Amazon link that'll show you everything that I use in this video series, paper trimmers, scissors, all of that. And if I can't find the exact thing, then it will be the equivalent of. The only thing that I have a hard time with sometimes is the collection pieces, like the packs of flowers and stuff. But if I can find it, then it's in that Amazon list. I also like to shop on Etsy, and I like to shop at scrapbook stores and stuff. So I have links down below for all of that as well, if you would like to check any of those out. And there will also be videos linked down below. If I happen to mention any video, I'll have it linked down below if I remember. But anyway, so I thought I'd do a really quick, another little bonus video today. This is my third video today. This is the first day I've filmed in a month, so I'm trying to get back in the swing of things, taking it a little slow. But I was looking at all the things that I had already provided in this kit, and there's only really one more set of like pockets. So I thought, you know what, it's easy. Let's just go ahead and do that. So I'm gonna show you. It is in the large. It is page number 11, and it's this pocket here, these two pockets, and it's got a flip and some tags. So if you have the kit, this is what you got. It's on a piece of 110-pound white cardstock. Remember, I had these printed professionally, So they're slightly different in color, but I did have the vintage background printed. So this is what you got. Well, when I was sitting here looking at the different components and the way I used this page and stuff, I used it as the vintage. And I was trying to keep costs down, so there's one of them right there. I was trying to keep the cost down on printing to keep the class affordable. So I just printed this one, you know, side. Well, I was thinking, I think I might want the green on it. So I flipped it over and ran it through my printer one more time. And this is the Shades of Color, my Shades of Color number 23. So this is the background number 23. So I just printed that onto the back side of that. So if I want to, I can use either that vintage side or I can flip it over and use the green side. So that's what I did just to give me some options. So I'm going to go ahead and move this out of the way. That was my workbook. I'll have a link below to my workbooks, how I make my workbooks. I didn't make that exact workbook. The last one I made was this glassine bag workbook. And this is actually the next newest template, by the way. We'll go back to this once I'm done with this album. But I did film this one. So if you actually made it for my mom, if you guys remember, I filmed this one. So I made the Wanderlust one the exact same way as I made that one. So if you want to check that out, I'll have a link down below. I've made them several different ways. You do your favorite, but I tell you what, they are worth the time and effort to do. But you do it however way you want to do it. You don't have to laminate. You can use binders. You can use folders. You do whatever. But it does make the process so much faster. So all I'm going to do, I think, I'm going to separate these tags. We're not going to be using those. And I'm going to separate this triangle flip here. I'm not going to use that right now. And I'm just going to keep those two. So I'm going to put these aside in my pile of stuff to use. And I think I'm just going to go ahead and just use my scissors. So I'm going to trim these out. Since I printed the green, I'm going to go ahead and just cut that off. I might have a purpose for that, so I'm going to set that aside. That may be, you know, a little bit overdoing, but you never know when you might need a little accent of something. Okay, so I'm just going to trim this down. Doesn't even have to be perfect. I'm going to trim this one down. You could use your paper trimmer if you want, but this is just a super quick little bonus. I know y'all have seen me do these before, but just in case you haven't, maybe this is the first album you've went and watched and done step by step with me. So we'll go ahead and just do it really quick. Plus it's helping me get back into the flow of making videos. And again, you guys, I can't even thank you enough. Thank you so much for all of your patience and all of your kind words. You guys have been so awesome. I can't even thank you enough. All right, I am going to go ahead and score. This is an EK Tools scoreboard and a stylus. Not stylist with a T, stylus. Oops, oops. So we're going to go ahead and score both of these. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and prep both of these one way, and then I'm going to hold it up to my book and then make the decision of which way I think I want to put them in the book. Okay, this is a Teflon bone photo, by the way. I love that thing. All right, so here's what I was thinking. So here's where they originally go, or they could go like this. They don't have to go. Matter of fact, you know, that might not be a bad idea to have them go this way this time. Have the pocket facing this way versus, you know, the pockets going towards the inside. You know, it could be like this. But what do you think? Should I do the green side? I'm thinking about doing the green side. What do you think? I like the green side. I think I'm going to use the green. And I think I'm going to do the pockets that way, just for fun. Just because in my prototype I have it the other way. You do it however way you like it. If you want to add these, you go ahead and add them exactly the way you want to add them. So I'm just going to flip these over and burnish those down. And then we're going to add some ink. So this is Distress Oxide Walnut Stain, Tim Holtz and Ranger, and my blending tool. Oh, I meant to add some ink to that. And I forgot to mention, I get asked about my little tray here all the time. This was just a piece of plastic that, you know, like when you have a phone, you get that piece of, sometimes they call it glass. It's like you put over top of your screen. It's just the package that it comes in. Saved it out of the recycling. I have several. So I saved it out of the recycling. That's all that is. Nothing fancy. But it's nice because it keeps both of these together and it keeps my work surface clean, and it's nice and movable. It's just a nice little recycle tip, but I do get asked about it all the time here and on Facebook, but that's okay. It's just recycling, repurposing, I guess, upcycling, whatever. However you want to look at it, that's what it is. Okay, so now I'm going to take my tape. This is scrapbook.com 1/4 inch tape. I'm almost out of it. I haven't done hardly anything lately. I need to order some paper. There's just I got a long list of stuff I need to do, and I don't even know how to explain it. It's been tough. So this is helping. Actually, paper crafting is helping me quite a bit. Take my mind off of everything else. So I will have a link down below for that scrapbook.com tape too, because it's a really good deal. It's a really good price point. Okay, so now I'm going to flip this over, and I'm going to tack that bottom down to the side there. Same on this piece. Tack the bottom down to the side, just like that. And so let me make sure this is what I'm going to do. So if I could put one here, and then I can put one there. I like it. I like it. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come away from the spine just a little bit. It doesn't have to be right up on there. And I'm going to line it up on the bottom there. And we're just going to burnish it down. You can, if you want to. I don't always do this, but it does. Sometimes you do need a little bit of extra something. To help hold things down. This isn't for repositioning so much, but this is more for giving you the extra strength. This is art glitter glue. Oh, maybe. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's coming out of the side. What happened? Well, for heaven's sake, I didn't have it. I had filled it up. I have a bigger bottle. Well, I had a bigger bottle. I still have another bigger bottle, but there was just a little bit left in that bigger bottle, so I was putting it in here, and I didn't close it tight. That's why it was coming out everywhere. Oh, whoops. I thought, oh no. So anyway, sometimes if you, depending on the situation, how much use something is going to get, you may want to add a little bit of extra glue just to make sure that that sucker does not come up. Also, if you live in certain types of climates, the dry tapes sometimes can come unstuck. So you may want to keep that in mind too. So no matter how good that tape is, if you live in a humid environment, for example, you might have some issues with that tape releasing because it is a dry tape, so it may just come unstuck. Or if you live in a very hot place or whatever. So it's just kind of a reminder that if you want to have that extra little bit of assurance, then you can just add a little bit of glue right over top of the tape, and it's like double duty. Okay, so there are my 2 pockets. Yeah, I'm glad. Let me show you the others. So there's the other pocket. So I'm glad I like them both. I really do. I like both types of pockets. I like them both ways as well. So you just do whatever you like, your preference. Whatever it is, that's what you should do. And I don't have any inserts for this yet because I'm going to have some scraps, some large cut-off pieces and whatnot, and I want to be able to add things like some paper, some what's it called, coffee dyed paper and stuff that I can write on in my traveler's notebooks. You know, I can add little bits here and there. I want to have places to put that stuff, so I'm not going to make anything right now per se for that. But I think for now, that might be the only pockets we're going to add to the main base layers. So I think in the next video, we'll start making the inserts. So again, we're going to make a junk journal, traveler's notebook insert. We're going to make a notebook, traveler's notebook insert. And we're going to make like a traveler's notebook insert. That's what I got planned so far. But the storage one I think is pretty cool. I think y'all are going to like it. I don't think I've done anything like it yet. I may have, but I think you guys are going to like it. Okay. All right, you guys. So that's all I got for you today. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Do let me know what you think in the comment section below. Don't forget to hit the show more section to see all the different links if you needed to check out the templates or if you needed to go to the video playlist. Just don't forget to hit that show more section. And then here is a link to my YouTube. If you want to subscribe to my YouTube channel, go ahead and hit that, and then make sure you're subscribed, and then hit the bell icon so you get notified when I upload a video. Here's a link, another link to my Etsy shop if you'd rather just hit it on the screen. And then there should be some videos up here on the top that you may enjoy watching. So I will see you guys next time. Bye.